SMT Nation, we back. We're going to be talking about T-Mobile's fiber explorations. Guys, this is such an intriguing story. All right, now, in terms of this particular article, this will kind of be our baseline for what we're going to discuss in the commentary, titled here, and this is from Bernie Arneson on the telecompetitor.com website. I'll link it in the description. Fiber frenzy might be drawing T-Mobile into the fiber mix. All right, so if T-Mobile was to get into the fiber broadband business, they would become a mobile network operator, and then also now a wireline provider. There's no guarantee that this is going to happen. They're exploring the opportunity. They started with the pilot testing in Manhattan. They must like what they see, and they're going to further explore potential partnerships, and they're going to probably also look for these investors of capital, business partners that can come in with an infusion of cash to fund fiber installations, fiber bids, and fiber to premise, fiber to business, probably using them for their tower sites and millimeter wave build. This would put them in alignment with basically what Verizon is doing with One Fiber and what AT&T does with their fiber build out as well. Okay, so this article does a nice job of indicating what's been happening. Citigroup working for T-Mobile to try to find them some investors. A $4 billion injection of cash would allow T-Mobile to kind of get this operation some legs and get them some footing and traction. Now, currently, you have to think about it like T-Mobile's going to want to get, the capital investor, but also there's probably some opportunity here with some federal, funding, so they can quote unquote close the digital divide and build out fiber infrastructure. Those government bucks for building these types of networks seem to be quite available, over the last couple of years. And moving forward, it's probably still going to be abundant enough because if you look at companies like AT&T, there was news of this like 2-3 weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, where they were looking for a partner to help build out more fiber. AT&T will continue to fund and build their own fiber, but they're looking to do it faster, more rapidly. Looks like the limitation is really cash. For AT&T, they've got a lot of debt. They're still funding their own build, but they obviously want to do more. All right. And in these economic times, you might be cash strapped when you're buying a bunch of wireless spectrum, hanging a bunch of radios and antennas to tower sites, but you still want to grow and you still want to do more. All right. Now, there have been conversations about Lumen and a buyout. T-Mobile really doesn't have that much free cash flow to do purchases. Lumen's not a very big company. That might be something worth consideration. You've got other companies that have taken advantage of some of these government available dollars, for fiber build outs, and they've done it. And I think there's been some success there. But T-Mobile getting into the mix would not be shocking at this point. Verizon's got fiber, AT&T's got fiber. T-Mobile's really the only company in the mobile network operator space that doesn't. And then, of course, we've got cable ISPs, and like Charter and Spectrum that have wireline businesses that now operate as MVNOs on the Verizon network and as a wireless reseller. Okay, so we've heard Lumen, we've heard of other companies as coming in as capital investors. I'm already starting to hear speculation about Frontier being a potential, partner of T-Mobile. I mean, I don't know. Does that make T-Mobile the potential fiber junior since we had like cable junior coming into wireless? Um, but I don't know. There's speculation of that. I don't know. The Fierce Telecom article over on the Fierce Telecom website. I guess they're saying there could be an opportunity there. Kind of makes sense. Frontier's been pretty quiet, but they have had some success with their rebrand, and they have fixed some things at their company. I mean, it was pretty bad, and they have really overbuilt a lot of fiber. I think beyond of what most people expected. But again, I don't really see how you lose in fiber. Maybe you bite off more than you can chew, and it's going to take a while to return the investment. But maybe that's something that T-Mobile and Frontier can explore. Uh, does it make them like? It doesn't make it a large partnership. It could just be a regional thing. It could be a few markets. Remember, they could go into one market with a partner, whether it's Frontier or Lumen or anybody else. They could do one market, see how things play out. They own and operate it. They could sell it when they're done with it if they don't want it. if they decide to expand in that market out into different parts of the counties and the cities, those are all things that T-Mobile is going to start to dabble with and experiment with. They obviously saw something in that pilot program through Pilot Fiber in Manhattan, and I think they're ready to take this on. But I do ask you guys kind of your thoughts and opinions on this is what like let's start with this question. How do you think T-Mobile is going to approach this? Are they looking for capital and cash investment, or do you think they're looking for a partnership or some type of acquisition? Say, for example, like in Frontier, that would be a partnership, or with respect to Lumen, that could be a purchase. Or do you think they're just looking for the capital and they're just going to do all the contracting, for the installation, just to own and operate it themselves? I think that's kind of how we have to frame this. And if do you guys maybe disagree completely and think they're going to back out of this fiber thing? That's possible. They might just fall back and say, hey, we tried this, we tried that, we don't like the way it's going, we're going to go in a different direction. That's possible too. What do you guys think is the most likely scenario, and how do you think this is going to play out? You all, the voice of the people, the SMT Nation, let your voice be heard. Like, share, subscribe for more. Turn on the bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Links in the description for all things going on with the channel, and some words of positivity for you as you go about your day. Every new day is an opportunity to be great. Go out there and be great. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.